right, so where's my bull family at? Taurus. We're going to go ahead and get your reading. I haven't been on here for a while, so let's just see what comes out from Spirit in the universe. We're going to get your energy, someone that's surrounding you or a situation. We're going to get some challenges as well as some advice. Let's go ahead and see what's coming up for you. All right, Taurus. What's the best message for Taurus at this time? What is the message for Taurus? Remember, this is a general read. Take what resonates, let go of what doesn't. So far we have the 8 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups, so pretty peaceful at work maybe. We have the 3 of Pentacles as well, so everybody's getting along, it looks like, so cooperating. King of Wands, that could be a Leo's energy. The 6 of Cups, and Judgment card. All right, and then we have the Page of Cups on the bottom. So I kind of get there might be somebody new coming in, some like new person that just started that might be a little immature with you, but it looks like there's some kind of either skill you're working on. It could be like, you know, learning a new skill, but 8 of Pentacles is all about our skill, our work, or stuff like that. So some of you, this could be work related. You do have the 9 of Cups, so that's contentment. 3 of Pentacles is like working as, collaborating with others, working as a team. So it looks like things are going pretty smoothly with that. The King of Wands, I'm feeling, could be a boss or somebody in charge of something. Like I said, it could be a Leo, somebody very passionate, driven, like a leader type. There is a 6 of Cups coming in as well as Judgment. So 6 of Cups looks like there might be a lot of nostalgia. It might be a place where you've worked for quite a while and it's almost like a family. And Judgment is just like reevaluating things. So for some of you, I feel like this could be something you've been at for a while, and maybe you're reevaluating if it's where you want to stay. But we're going to get some more cards. Like I said, Page of Cups is coming in, so there could be new people coming in. There could be somebody immature emotionally coming in, like a young person as well. So let's see what else is going to come up, because this could change as well. So your energy, it looks like right now you might be focused on, you know, job, security, maybe going back to college, something like that. So let's go ahead and see what comes up. I just threw my cards everywhere. Let's get some clarity on these cards, all right? Let's get some clarity on this 8 of Pentacles. So this could, like I said, could be work, a new skill you're working on, something you're trying to learn. We do have the Knight of Pentacles, so another Pentacle. So this is in the material world, definitely. So it looks like you're taking slow, steady steps to move forward. So I kind of feel like maybe you're trying to advance here. Maybe went back to school, taking up some kind of skill set to maybe advance in your career. Maybe you're feeling kind of stuck with that Judgment card, trying to figure out like what's the next steps. You might have a lot of memories and nostalgia there, but you feel like it's time to move forward here. And on the bottom, we do have the 2 of Cups. So there is like like maybe a soul connection, somebody you're really close to. So I feel like you're really kind of nostalgic about this. So let's see what else has come up with this 9 of Pentacles, 8 and Knight of Pentacles. Yeah. You're kind of turning your back on something here. So I don't know if something might have happened, or you're just feeling like you're kind of stuck and stayed in the same situation for a while and you're not advancing, so you're taking some new classes, all right? But you do have a lot of memories there, whatever it is. So let's see what else is coming up. Nine of Cups. We have the 4. Yeah, you're very protective of this. Yeah, I kind of feel like you are almost like, you know how you get that stubbornness about you, Taurus, and you get settled in, grounded in. I do feel like it's really hard for you to make this move, but you know that to advance, you're going to have to. So there could be a position that you're trying for, but it does look like, you know, you're pretty content there, and you kind of don't want to move, but you know that to advance. So there might be some energy where maybe a spouse or a girlfriend or boyfriend somewhere along the line, or maybe even in your job, you know, sometimes they want you to advance along. So I kind of feel like you're kind of grounded in and don't really want to, but you know that you need to do it. So you're going along slowly with this. Let's see what else is coming up. Drop my cards, drop my cards. Okay, now we have the Ace of Swords, yeah. Okay, so there's been some kind of truth or revelation here, some kind of moment that just like, whoa, I guess I do have to. So I feel like what happened here, Taurus, for somebody out there, is you're in a career, you've been there for a while, everyone gets along well, and somebody new came in, and they've kind of shaken things up, and they're saying, you know, like, hey, you need to advance, you need to take these courses, you gotta do this, and now you kind of know, like, hey, I gotta do something to move forward, because it's been pretty content and happy. There's a lot of happy memories, nostalgia, it's been going good, and all of a sudden, somebody's coming in and changing things up. Isn't that how it always goes with jobs? They want to change things, and it's kind of like you're feeling like if it ain't broke, don't fix it kind of energy, but new things are coming in. So I feel like there's this new energy coming in and it's shaking things up a little, and now you're trying to decide whether you should move to a different position, move to a different job, whatever. So there's some kind of energy with that. So let's see what else is coming up for this Three of Pentacles. We have the Lovers card, interesting, and the Two of Swords. All right, so the Lovers can be about connections, but it also can be about choices. So I feel like this Three of Pentacles, you know, you're getting along well with most of the people there. You have for a while, you've worked together well, but then somebody's come in and kind of put a wedge in it. But there's something you're not seeing clearly. You kind of have this feeling that something's up, but you're kind of like not seeing the whole picture. And this is a choice that you got to make here. All right, so there is some kind of choice. And for some of you, what I feel like is somebody higher up could have like started dating or mixing along with somebody, getting along better, and maybe you feel like the oddball out, and now it's kind of like, I might feel like I'm one step out the door here, so I got to do something. So kind of that energy, you know, when somebody comes in and maybe they connect with certain people and they don't connect with you. So I kind of feel like that energy. The High Priestess. There's that higher self, that intuition that you're feeling. So you have like this gut feeling that something isn't right, and you're kind of wondering about it. And what it's making you do is you're feeling trapped. Because with the King of Wands, like I said, that could be a Leo, but it's more so like the head honcho, the boss. You're feeling kind of trapped, and you're trying to see things in a different perspective here. Okay, but I do feel like you have this feeling, like this gut feeling that something's off. You might be just feeling like they get along better, or they prefer someone else more in your group, and it's causing some kind of havoc here. So let's see about this Six of Cups. Six of Cups, we have the Four of Swords, and we have the King of Wands again. Okay, so the King of Wands again could be that person, like I said, the Leo, the boss, the head honcho, the person that's leading the show. You are kind of resting and trying to figure things out here, trying to really contemplate and figure out what to do next. But there is a lot of memories, and I think that's playing a part on it, because you do have a connection with all the people you've been working with. It's been nice memories, it's been good, but something's shaking it up, and I don't feel like you're happy about it. But you know, the only one thing that's always consistent is change, right? So let's go ahead and see about this Judgment. Let's look on the bottom. Ace of Cups, yeah. So let's go ahead and see about the Judgment card. So that Ace of Cups, I kind of feel like there is maybe a new connection with someone else, and it's kind of making you feel left out a little bit. Judgment, yeah, see, be careful what you're really thinking about, because this Devil card, it could be a Capricorn, but it also could be toxic energy, old patterns of belief, negative critical thinking. So, you know, don't beat yourself up too much or think the worst. You know, don't overthink things too much, you know, because you don't want to cause a problem more so than that's already there. And then we do have the Eight of Wands, so taking action. So I really do feel like, you know, you might be holding on to some resentment and bitterness, but you are contemplating whether to move away from this situation, maybe leave this job and go to another one, or the situation, whatever it is. It could, like I said, it looks like it's more work related, because we have a lot of Pentacles here, but it could even be like a family situation where somebody's gotten closer and you kind of feel like on the outside, or it could even be a friendship, like friendships where two people maybe started dating and now you feel like the oddball out. All right, and we do have the Death card, which is Scorpio. This is also let things go and move forward. All right, you know, sometimes we have to let bygones be bygones and take the high road. So now we're going to go ahead and get some energy of this person, these people around you, or the situation in hand. So let's go ahead and see. I hate that sometimes when you're really doing well at a job and it's going well, and all of a sudden they change things up, or new management comes in or something like that, or new people come in, and the people you got along with all of a sudden are, you know, connecting with them more so. That's like rough. So let's see what else is coming up. I have the Temperance. So this person could be a Sagittarius, but it looks like balanced energy here. Let's see what else. Somebody that's patient, balanced. Like I said, again, it could be a Sagittarius. All right, we have the Nine of Cups. They're pretty content. So they seem like they're feeling pretty good. They're balanced, patient. Okay, so now we have the Eight of Cups. So whatever it is, they've moved away from some disappointment, but they're pretty content in this situation. Again, it could be a Sagittarius. All right, we do have the Four of Wands, which is stability. So I do feel like their intentions, they do, in the Sun, yeah. Their intentions, they do want things grounded and stable. They're very patient, and they have the Knight of Pentacles. So, you know, they're making slow changes here, but I do feel like it's kind of rocked the boat. It's kind of put some kind of wedge in with the people that were already there. And sometimes it is hard to have somebody new come in and then be running the show. So that's tough. So whether this is a new friend that came in and joined your group, or if this is a new boss or something like that, they are changing things. And I feel like there's a lot of resentment or something like that with it. We do have the Nine of Swords on the bottom, which is all about anxiety. Yeah, it's created a lot of anxiety with the people that's already there. So let's go ahead and get something more cards on this. Let's get the Temperance. So this Patience. They have the High Priestess. So they do have how do I rephrase this? They do have their best intentions. They do. And, you know, you got to look at it at their standpoint, too. Sometimes it is hard coming into a new situation and taking control of it. So I do feel like they are kind of like, so you know how sometimes our managers, we always think like, oh, well, they're trying to tell me what to do. And they think, you know, they're trying to run the show. But you got to realize that they have somebody above them, too. So they're kind of in between. So that's even harder when you're like in between the employees. You're trying to do best for them, but you have somebody higher up trying to tell you what to do. So you're kind of sandwiched in trying to balance things out. But they do have good intentions. And I think that, you know, maybe it's trickled down where they do need to change things, or maybe you don't see the whole picture where there is some kind of problem with the money flow, the finances or something, but there's something they're trying to change slowly and gradually. They're trying to incorporate it, you know, so it benefits everyone. But I do feel like they're feeling the heat a little bit too because of the employees or the other people that are beneath them, not beneath them like they're less than. I mean, like the chain of command. So I do feel like that, but they are pretty content. And I do feel like, you know, whatever they have walked away from some disappointment from another job. I do feel kind of like maybe they got screwed from something else too. Yeah, see, they're feeling pretty anxious about this. They're content, but they are content, but they do have this anxiety. Like, you know, whether they'll be rubbed the wrong way to other people or something. They're trying to do it gradually. I don't think they have ill intentions, but let's see what else is coming up. So this Eight of Cups. Yeah. So they walked away from something where they were feeling lack. I do feel like they came from a situation that they ended up kind of getting thrown under the bus or something like that wasn't benefiting them, and they moved away from that, and now they are trying to fit in someone new, trying to take control, and they are trying to do it gradually so it doesn't step on too many toes. But I do feel like they're really feeling anxious about it. Yeah, they got betrayed in their other job. Yeah, I do feel like something they had before was very stable and they kind of got betrayed here. So whether this is somebody you're in a connection with, like a romantic connection, or if it's a boss, they did have a very disappointing situation before it. But they are coming in with a good integrity. They are trying to best, and they do feel the heat a little bit of being the new person here. Whether it's with your friends or if it's with if they're a boss trying to fit in with the coworkers. So let's see about this Sun. They do want everybody happy, and generally they're a happy person, but they are feeling the heat here. Yeah, so now see, they have the Four of Swords. So they're doing a lot of, you know, thinking about things, contemplating things, trying to figure things out, what's going to work out for everybody. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles, which is moving along slowly, being methodical. Yeah, they're trying to do it slowly because they know it's going to create conflict. Change always creates conflict, especially at work. So again, the Hangman, they're trying to see everybody, the big picture and how everything's going to work. So again, this could, like, if this is work related, where for a lot of the majority of the people here, I think it might be work related. But if it's a relationship, they do feel like they're the new person coming in, and they are trying to be, you know, stand in their integrity and do what's best for everybody, and they're trying to be friendly with everybody, but they do feel like that shade from some people, that because they are the new person coming in, so they do feel that. All right, so let's go ahead and see some challenges. Let's get some challenges here. We have the Magician as a challenge. So yeah, whatever this trying to bring things that's going to be abundant for everybody is a challenge, because not everybody's going to see it the same way, and not some people are just disagreeable all the time. Some people don't like change. We do have Two of Wands, a Hierophant. There you are right there. Four of Cups, Eight of Swords, feeling trapped again, and Justice. Okay, so Taurus, I feel like you feel like this is a challenge because you feel this isn't going to benefit you. This change. I kind of feel like you, and I don't want to like offend you or anything like that, but you know how we get like in a rut, like we know we should do something different, but when it's comfortable and like if it ain't broke, don't fix it kind of energy. I feel like you kind of gotten that, like this stagnant energy, and you haven't been doing much. So like now when somebody's coming in and shifting things up, you're feeling kind of like that pressure where things are going to change and you're not really liking it. It feels like, you know, maybe your abundance is going to be taken away, or maybe you're going to be overlooked for something because you know, you're not willing to work with them as well. Then with that, we do have the Hierophant, which is you. Oh, I forgot the Two of Wands. Two of Wands. So I really feel like this challenge is making the decision whether you should stick it out and see what happens, or maybe move forward, or maybe even take classes to try to advance up. But I do feel like you're kind of not budging, and you're kind of stubborn about it, and a little resentful, honestly. We do have the Hierophant, which is you. We do have the Four of Cups, so it's kind of like you're turning your back. You're not wanting to deal with anything. Instead of seeing how it goes or working with people, you're kind of just being stubborn and just grounding in and like, I'm not budging. But it's making you feel stuck. It is making you feel stuck. And Justice could be a Libra, but this is also you're feeling like it's not fair. Which I really, like I said, I don't think this person has bad intentions. It's just they, you know, they're doing a job, you know, and they have to hear from their higher ups too, what they say. So even though they might be trying to make changes that's not the best for everybody, I feel like they're getting a lot of pressure from the manager, I mean the owner of the company or whatever. You know how that goes. So I don't think it's anything like that. They are trying to be fair. They're trying to be just for everybody, but they're getting a lot of pressure from it too. You know, some things we can't control. It's out of our control, and they have a job to do too. So I do feel like that's going to be a challenge to you. But it's like seeing things in a different perspective and realizing this person isn't singling you out or your friends to do you dirty. It's just that they have a job to do, and they're trying to do the best for the company that the owner is saying. You know, it might not be generally the best, but you know, they got to do what their boss is telling them, or the owner. So I do feel like that. If this is a relationship, I do feel like what this challenge is if it's a relationship, is that some of the other people in your circle, your friends or whatever, are not very accepting of this person, and it's making you kind of feel like in the middle with this choice to make, because you know you've had long-term friends. It looks like Six of Cups, like people that you've had for a lifetime as friends, but you really do like this person, and it's very hard because you're kind of in the middle of it, you know. And your friends are almost feeling like that you're turning your back on them with this Four of Cups. You know how like when people have, all of a sudden they have somebody they're dating and all their attention's going to them? So that's what it feels like. Like maybe they're feeling like you're ignoring them or not, you know, kind of ditching them for this person. So they're having a little resentment, and it's making you feel a little trapped here, okay? And there could be a Libra involved too, but I do feel like you're trying to be fair, but it's really hard to try to stay between two different people that aren't seeing eye to eye. So that's what I'm seeing here. And we do have Temperance, so, you know, be patient. Things will balance out. You just gotta, you know, you gotta stick to your grounds and explain things, have open communication, okay? And, you know, if your friends don't, you know, if you're happy with this person, your friends should support you, unless they're doing something really shady and they call you out. But, you know, if they were in that situation, you would want to support them, right? So I really feel like that's what's coming up here for the challenge. All right, so let's go ahead and see one more deck here, what the advice from the universe and spirit are about this situation. Like I said, it can go two ways. Tarot cards they can go many different ways. There's so many different Tauruses out there that it's going to be different for everybody. So we do have the Eight of Swords. So that's that trapped energy. Ace of Cups, offering yourself love, filling your own cup first. Whatever makes you happy, you have to do, even if you feel like at a rock and a hard place. Because it does look like the universe is acknowledging here, our spirit is acknowledging that you're feeling pretty trapped. And this is saying, you know, fill your own cup, make sure you do what's best for you. You know, don't stress over too much about it. You have open communication, but you have to set boundaries and you have to do what's best for you. We do have the Queen of Coins. This is somebody that's very stable. Again, this could be somebody that's like a mother figure. They're working, they're taking care of the kids. So again, I feel like this is somebody that's multitasking, trying to balance out the energy and be stable for everybody, but it's making you feel really trapped to try to balance that energy out. We do have the Ten of Wands. It's a burden to you, so the universe is acknowledging that it's a burden. And we have the Five of Swords, so there's some conflict here too. So the universe is really acknowledging, and spirit is acknowledging that you're feeling like you're in a rock and a hard place here. All right, and then we have the Two of Coins. A lot of juggling. Yeah, that's what would happen. Like if you're trying to balance out the energy of two different groups of people, that's going to happen. So then we have the Four of Cups, again, turning your back, but this is upright. So this is saying, you know, don't ignore this situation. You're going to have to address it. You're going to have the open communication and set some boundaries if they don't want to hear. You know, explain the situation that you're feeling that you're in between two different groups here. If this is a work situation, this is saying, you know, don't be so closed-minded or stubborn, and see it for what it is. You know, it's just part of the company's growth to change. So like I said, if it's a job, you have to be a little more open and realize that you're going to have to work with things, and things change. Unfortunately, you know, we can't have things ever stay the same, but there could be a lot of growth in the situation if you're willing to cooperate and you know, work with them instead of being stubborn and grounded and maybe bitter and resentful. And if it's a relationship, this is saying don't ignore the situation. Explain to both parties here, your friends as well as your connection with this person as a relationship, you know, the situation you're in, and try to get them to understand how it's making you feel. Okay, I think, like, you know, if they're really good friends and they really care about you, they will understand. All right, and let's see what else is the advice. We have the Ten of Coins. Yeah, see, this is abundance. So Ten of Coins is your material world. This is happiness and abundance in your material world. So the universe is saying, like, once you have this open communication and set healthy boundaries and make your decision clear and fill your own cup of what makes you happy, that the abundance will come in. You might have to let some things go. Somewhere in this deck, this tarot read, we did have the Death card. That is about letting things go. So there might be some things that need to be let go. And, you know, it could even be this burden that you're letting go of. This could be the juggling that you're doing, trying back and forth. You know, you might have to prioritize things, but yeah, it will it'll get balanced out. You know, if you hold your guns, see things from a higher perspective, offer a cup of love. Yeah, look at this, Six of Cups. And, you know, sometimes, like, this is reversed as well. Six of Cups, again, is memories. Sometimes we have to let go of the past, you know. Even if we do have a past with somebody, if they're not willing to understand our situation or don't want the best for us, sometimes we have to move forward, you know. As hard and painful as that is, sometimes we do have to let it go. You know, if they're not willing to work with us, or they want to put so many restrictions on us, or they don't want to see us happy, sometimes we have to let it go. All right, and then look at this, the Ten of Cups. See, happiness will come in. But I really feel what the universe and spirit are saying here is you're going to have to set some boundaries and let go of some juggling of some of these priorities, and you're going to have open communication and explain things, and then go from there. Like, if you see, like, somebody's really resistant and they don't really want the best for you, or they're not willing to work with you, then it's time to maybe let that go for a while or take a break from this person or situation. Okay, all right. And then on the bottom, we have Judgment. Again, do a lot of deep dive into your feelings and emotions and your intentions, and feel what you really want, what's best really for you, what's your gut and intuition telling you. All right, so we are going to go ahead and close this message with a Angels and Ancestors card from Kyle Gray. Let's see. From a last minute little advice here. So it does look like some of you are having an issue with a new connection, as well as friends, like they're clashing together and really like using you like a tug of war thing. Or this could be a new job where things are changing and you're being like a little bit resentful of the change. It's causing a little bit of chaos between the group that worked well together. It's causing some chaos in it, and that's making you a little resentful and stubborn to move forward. So however it resonates for you. So let's see what this last advice card is going to be for you. Okay, so we have Traitor. Isn't that interesting? Yeah, so it could be also as well that somebody might be, maybe, you ever hear of those people that are brown nosers, they kiss up to the boss, or maybe even your new partner. You might feel like they're being a traitor. I don't know. That just came to my mind. So we have exchange energy to create abundance. Yeah. So sometimes you might have to, put your feelings and your thoughts and your resentment and different things like that aside to bring in abundance. Sometimes we have to go. And like I said, change always is going to happen. It's never going to go away, whether we like it or not. So sometimes we just have to go with the flow and, not be so stubborn about it, okay? Things change all the time. There's nothing we can do about it except what we can do with ourselves. So there's some energy with that, all right? Let's go ahead and see what's on the bottom. Hunter, track down your fears and desires. Yeah. So definitely look and see where you might be fearful of this change that's happening. Like, what are you fearful about? Like, maybe are you fearful you'll lose your friends or your job? Are you fearful because you might not succeed? Whatever it is, take a look at those, okay? And then really figure out with those couple of judgment cards come in, do that deep dive into your feelings and emotions, your intentions, and really figure out what it is you want, okay? And be clear on it. And that might ease up some of the fears too. And definitely have an open communication with whoever this is and explain how you're feeling, and maybe you'll gain some clarity as well. They might not know how you feel. So that is your message charts. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.